Audio presents The Pelican, a comedy by Martin Michael Driessen. Translated by Jonathan Reeder. Performed by Stefan Rudnicki. He who dies, dies as he was. Antoine de Saint-Exupéry, Flight to Arras. Part 1. The town on the Adriatic coast had once been a part of the Ottoman and then the Habsburg Empire, and now belonged to Yugoslavia. Nothing much ever changed. Indeed, if the postman Andrej had made his rounds 100 years earlier, he would have done so in essentially the same town as now. Dilapidated houses had been replaced by others in a similar architectural style. Only higher up the grey hills did one find modern housing tracts with concrete apartment buildings. But these were not on Andrej's route, namely the Old District, the labyrinth of alleys and lanes above the Harbour Boulevard, whose only appeal in the sense of urban design lay in the People's Square and the former archducal residence. The boulevard had been beautified with a long row of palm trees, planted long ago for an official visit by Tito. Seeing as there was little tourism to speak of, the parking ban was in fact entirely superfluous and consequently had been ignored for years. The fishing harbor was picturesque, as was the azure coastline, both to the north and to the south. There was a funicular railway, and the town could boast of a clock museum second to none. Yet despite these distinctive qualities, it was a wallflower of European history. Nothing happened here. The town had brought forth and buried one generation after another, without a single one of its citizens leaving a mark on the world. Perhaps the apparent attractions were in fact its fatal flaws. It was pretty, but too small, and not attractive enough to compete with cities like Zadar and Dubrovnik. Praised in Baedekers for 100 years, the town still never caught on as a tourist destination, and it had no industry, hardly any commerce, and the coastal region was, agriculturally speaking, of little consequence. Aside from the clock museum, it was mostly the pelicans that lent the town its allure. Pink pelicans, which returned every year and occupied the boulevard. These improbable creatures, well-nigh messianic in appearance.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?